Racism is the most powerful system on the planet.
Boom. What's going on, guys? I'm live right now. Hold on one second. Hold on. Just letting everybody know that I'm live right now. Ladies and gentlemen, glad to have y'all in here. Glad to have everybody in here, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the building. It's hot in here. It's a little hot in here, but it's all good. What's going on, man? How y'all doing? I'm just letting everybody know on social media that I'm in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I'm letting them know that I am in the building. What's going on with you guys? All right, waiting on everybody to pile on in the room. Waiting on everybody to pile on in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all join me. I'm here. Some of y'all thinking he might not come on tonight. I'm here. Hold on. Just letting the social medias know, because sometimes they don't give notifications when I'm on. So I have to do it while I am live, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So that's what we do. Glad to have y'all tuning in, man. Everybody give me a retweet. Let folks know that we're live right now. Everybody give me a retweet. That would be great, because we're going to chop it up like we always do. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of things we're going to talk about on the broadcast tonight. Let me throw one more Facebook post up, and then we'll be ready to rock out. Hope you guys had a great week so far, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys have been very productive so far. All right, just one more post. It's hot in here. I just left the South where it was freezing cold. It was freezing cold in the South, and now I'm back in as hot as hell up here. And we're making it pop off. Hold on. All right. Y'all hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. I got my Majara shirt on. Got that Majara shirt on. What y'all know about that, ladies and gentlemen? Get your shirt at majara.org. The link is right there. Oakland Black Joy Parade. I heard about that. Shout out to Oakland. A lot of stuff we got to get into. Let everybody know that we're live. Give me a retweet, ladies and gentlemen. Retweet it. I'm sweating a little bit. Now it's hot. I just left. I was down in Alabama. Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to Alabama. Freezing cold down there. It was freezing cold down in Alabama. I'm back here in LA. It's hot as hell out here. So I'm going through all the weather changes. I had on a big ass sweater earlier and I had to throw my t-shirt on. So yeah. Shout out to Alabama, man. Had a great time down there, seeing my family. We had a funeral down there. One of my player uncles. One of my player uncles passed away. Real cool guy. My Uncle Jay passed, and had to go down and give the respects to the fam. And it was good to see the relatives. A lot of my relatives came from Detroit, Cleveland, just different parts of the country. And we're down there chilling, and we had a great time. Shout out to Alabama, man. A lot of stuff has changed down in Birmingham. A lot of stuff has changed. You guys see the pictures that I posted at the Civil Rights Museum down there. They got a beautiful Civil Rights Museum down in Birmingham. Very, very beautiful museum. Very, very beautiful museum, ladies and gentlemen. You guys need to check that out. Beautiful museum. The Civil Rights Museum is popping. They put a lot of money in that museum, and I'm glad they did. That's a historic area down there. So yeah, if you ever go to Birmingham, definitely go down to that Civil Rights Museum. Beautiful place. Let me show y'all some of the images from that. I'll put up some of the images real quick. I'll do that if I can. Let me do that. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can go on my gram. Let me see if I can hit up my Instagram and show some of the images. Hold on. Oh, I don't want to show play the audio though. Hold on. Okay, I'm not gonna play the audio. So that's good. Hold on one second. Where was it? All right. Come on, thing. All right. Let me show y'all some of the images real quick. I'll show some of the images, family. This is a video. This is that's one of the statues down there, Kelly Ingram Park. Let me go back. That's my mom, my lovely mom. That's some of the old water hoses that they would use on the children right there. They would use those water hoses on the children. That was a very powerful spot right there, man. That really moved me. There's some shots of the dogs. This is how they would put them dogs on those kids out there. Hold on. That's the 16th Street Baptist Church. That's where that bombing was, where 4 foundational Black American girls lost their lives at the hands of white supremacists, blowing up that church, 16th Street Baptist Church. All right. And that's a statue of Rosa Parks at the Civil Rights Museum. And that's the infamous Buc-ee's. That was my favorite spot out there, Buc-ee's, out there in Alabama. All right. Yeah, Buc-ee's was my spot out there. I really like Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is like a convenience store / gas station / snack bar. It's all types of stuff going on in there. They had all types of old school candy and snacks, and I really like that. Yeah, YouTube didn't say when I'm live, but yeah, shout out to Buc-ee's, man. We don't have Buc-ee's out here. I fell in love with that damn Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's was the spot. I'm out there in Leeds. I'm staying out there in Leeds, and everything in Birmingham closes like at 9 and 10. So everything was closed. Everything was closed. I'm like, damn, you can't get no food, nothing. Everything's closed. Even some of the Waffle Houses closed early out there. So I'm like, damn, what am I going to eat? The girl at the hotel, like, go down to Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's down the street. You go down to Buc-ee's. What the hell is a Buc-ee's? I saw this big ass building. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a Costco or some shit. I didn't know. I thought it was a warehouse. I didn't know what it was. I went in there. Buc-ee's was popping. They had barbecue sandwiches in there, all types of delicious snacks. I loved it. Oh man, Buc-ee's is the shit. And the gas is cheap. Nigga, is the gas in Alabama cheaper? Because I had a rental car. Yeah, that's where Charles Barkley is from. Charles Barkley, yeah, they live right down the street from my grandmother. So we all knew each other. We all knew. His Charles Barkley's mother, she used to drive the bus. She was a bus driver down there for the school district, and she would take me to school. So I knew all of them. I went to school with his brothers, and yeah. But is the gas cheaper down there? Where am I, Alabama? Is the gas is cheaper? That's what I thought, right? Yeah, because man, y'all know the gas out here is a bitch. What's the gas out here in California now? Because it's so high, I don't even want to look at it. How much is the gas out here in California? Where are my California people? Yeah, Buc-ee's is a major truck stop. Yeah, it's popping. How much is gas out here? Because gas out there is hella cheap. It's like $2.59 in Mississippi. You live 15 miles from Leeds. Gas is hella cheap out there, man. That threw me all the way off. So gas out here in California, like $5 a gallon, right? $5, $6 a gallon out here in California. Yeah. Okay. Am I tripping? Okay. I'm like, I ain't tripping then. I'm like, dude, I went to get some gas at Buc-ee's, and I was going to go in there and get me a barbecue sandwich. I put the thing in. Right when I was about to walk off to go in there, it clicked like, okay, that's it. The tank is full. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is a mistake. I'm putting some more gas, and then the shit start overflowing. I'm like, whoa. Nigga, I filled the tank up with $20. Nigga. I ain't filled up a tank for $20 in I don't know how long. I'm like, I'm bucking my eyes. Woo. I'm like, what the hell? Dude, that threw me all the way off. Dude, do y'all know to fill up a car? Our cars, man, it's like $200. Like one of my cars is like $200 to fill that bitch up, dude. I'm not even exaggerating. You're going to spend over $100 to fill your car up out here if you have an SUV. You're definitely going to spend over $100. Dude, I filled that bitch up with $20 damn, and this was a mini SUV. I'm like, damn, Buc-ee's? I love Buc-ee's. Damn. Y'all got some good gas prices out there, man. Dude, it wasn't even $20. It was like $19.75. It wasn't even $20. I'm like, damn, this is popping. Man. But yeah, the gas out here is a bitch. It's high. So Buc-ee's, I loved it. You get cheap gas, barbecue sandwiches, old school sodas, them big red sodas that I haven't had in years. I loved it. Dude, I promise you, I filled that bitch up with $20. It was like a little under, it wasn't quite empty. It was under halfway kind of, but $20? Dude. So shout out to them out there. I'll be back in Atlanta pretty soon. All my Atlanta people were like, y'all coming? You coming over here? You coming over here? I was just down there for the funeral. I was down there for a real quick trip. Me and my mother went down there. Just spending time with the family down there. My beautiful FBA family. My family's phenomenal. My family's phenomenal. I wanted my other uncle to come through. He didn't want to come through. My uncle's, he's very ornery. He didn't want to come through. So I got one uncle left. Yeah. So shout out to the families. A lot of my family folks came and we had a great time. But I will be in Atlanta pretty soon because we're going to start working on HC6. So I'm going to be down there in Atlanta pretty soon. There you go. We got folks coming on in the room. Everybody give me a retweet. Oh, what y'all know about them big red sodas, dude? When I saw them big red sodas, man, them big red sodas are so damn good. I haven't had one of them in like 40-something years, man. And they had all of them old school snacks. I love this place. I love Buc-ee's. They had all that shit. I loved it. Yeah. So you can fill your tank up Moonrise for like $30, $40, man. That was a culture shock out here. Dude, we spending $100 easy to fill up a damn car out here, man. Now everybody give me a retweet, share on the timeline because YouTube ain't letting folks know that I'm live right now, but I'm here. I'm live. Oh man. So listen, we got to get into your girl, Joy Reid. And folks saw it coming. Joy Reid got canceled. Her show got canceled. She got the axe. Oh, they got your girl Joy Reid out of here. MSNBC, they said they're doing some rearranging. You know how they kind of word the firing. We're going in a different direction. There's new management. There's a transitional period. They're using all the little code words to say, oh, we got your ass up out of here. What's up? You say we shouldn't be drinking too much soda? Okay, Mr. Slim Goodbody. All right, Slim Goodbody. This brother said he's giving health tips. He's saying that we shouldn't be drinking too much soda. It's not good for you. That's a woman. Is that a woman? MPO Creations. Okay, with you saying that, you better be in good damn shape. You better not have no big old Gabby Sidibe stomach hanging over your damn belt, ma'am. If you saying that, when folks start giving unsolicited health tips, you better be the picture of damn health. All right? That's herbal tea talk. Peace, my brother. You should not be drinking soda. And girls who be saying that be weed heads. I knew a girl like that. I knew a girl like that back in the day. This girl was a vegan. I mean, she wouldn't eat no meat. She was just hello. Oh, I don't eat meat. I want a Big Mac with no meat. I just want the bun, the sesame seeds, and the buns. But she was on ecstasy. She took ecstasy. She's damn near a drug addict. But she was always popping ecstasy pills. How you a ecstasy head and a vegan? The hell are you talking about? See, y'all girls, y'all chill out with all that. Yeah, calm down, Miss Dr. Sebi. All right, you're giving all of these unsolicited advice and everything like that. You're giving all that unsolicited advice. But yeah, that Big Red, yeah, it probably has a lot of sugar. That Big Red probably has a lot of sugar. But we in here. Shout out to everybody in here. But Joy Reid got the can, ladies and gentlemen. They gave Joy Reid the axe. And family, that's coming from the FBA streets. I'm telling you, the FBA delineation movement contributed to that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, that's where that is coming from. People thought that the game was it wasn't really popping like that. It's popping like that. And listen, for years, Joy Reid, she's used her platform to push a lot of anti-FBA narratives. She would gaslight us and anybody of us who questioned the Democratic Party. She would question us. And remember, Joy Reid, she's Congolese, right? Somebody said, I know somebody in her family's from the Congo. She's Congolese. Somebody even said that some part of her family's from Guyana, but I know somebody's from the Congo. So she's a Congolese immigrant. Huh? So this woman has been throwing shots at us on her show for a minute. I mean, she had up something, remember, she had up something calling foundational Black Americans, calling our lineage out by name, calling us Russian bots. She was like, look out for disinformation coming from FBAs, Foundational Black American. They're Russian bots. Y'all remember that? Oh, I remember. Let me see if I can pull up a screenshot. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up a little some. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up a screenshot on that. Yeah, she was talking that Russian bot. Okay, here it is. Okay, this was on her show. All right. She was calling us disinformation people. All right, hold on. She said it was disinformation. Okay, this is from her show. Disinformation actors and targets. Wait, disinformation targets and actors. We won't mention strapping them. Blexit, tangibles, FBA, Foundational Black Americans, Black Voices for Trump. List of issues targeting Black voters, reparations, criminal justice, climate change, and immigration. Yeah, we ain't thinking about no immigration or climate change. So yeah, she said that we were disinformation agents, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, she was taking shots at us on her joint. And, you know, MSNBC, they have taken repeated shots at me personally by name. Tiffany Cross was telling people, don't listen to Tariq Nasheed, and whoop-de-whoop. So they've been really attacking those of us on the grassroots. Joy Reid has consistently targeted our lineage with hostility. And because we have a major delineation movement, we made sure that didn't go unchecked. we kept talking about her bias. We didn't let it go unchecked. And look, we made it clear, the grassroots, you guys, the FBA grassroots, y'all made it clear that MSNBC and hosts like Joy Reid and the Tiffany Crosses and people like that, you're pushing this pro-immigrant, anti-FBA agenda, and more of us tuned out of MSNBC. And because we delegitimized her, we stopped watching, we started openly calling her out, and people in the dominant society started to say, okay, if the grassroots have delegitimized her, well, we shouldn't really listen to her. So those ratings were going down. She had a major decline in ratings. People just weren't watching her show. Hold on, we got a tether in here. He's like, y'all didn't do nothing, Tariq. Rashawn, yes, we did, sir. Oh, you tethers hate when, y'all tethers hate when we make moves on your ass. Y'all try to be in denial. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got the tethers in here upset. No, we did. We did. You better believe these people are getting the boot and the axe because of us. The whole Democrats got the boot and the axe because of us. You understand? Well, we got a tether in here. He's upset. That's okay. Be upset. Be in denial. Be in denial. That's okay. Yeah. And look, this was political repercussion for the damn Democrats. You better believe it was. This was political repercussion. See, Joy Reid and all of these people on MSNBC, see, these are strategic tools for the Democratic Party. All right. Their job is to control the black vote, particularly us. Their job is to try to frame narratives and create propaganda and force us to go along with Democrat propaganda. Her job is to get up there and mammy it up, to wag her finger and shame us into going along with all of the Democrat talking points. Yeah? And that didn't work, ladies and gentlemen. That did not work at all. See, more of us on the grassroots, we started challenging the Democratic establishment. And they realized she wasn't a real effective asset anymore. She wasn't good at maintaining black support. You understand? I'm telling you, they put these people up here to galvanize black support. When you ain't getting it, not only that, when you show up, when you show the hell up, we're throwing the proverbial tomatoes at your ass. And Joy Reid's, her name is toxic right now. When Joy Reid shows up, everybody's like, boo. No, she's completely ineffective. So they're like, why are we giving money? Why are we just dishing out money to these ineffective people? You better believe that was us getting her up out the paint. We delegitimized her. Yeah? And Joy Reid, look, we called out MSNBC and their whole anti-FBA narrative. They don't like black folks, particularly from our lineage, and voices on social media, independent media. We've been exposing MSNBC's pattern of using non-FBA black faces to undermine foundational black Americans. See, we're looking at everybody's background, family, and we're tired of that nonsense. We're tired of some non-FBA getting elevated on television telling us what the hell we need to do. That's why people are clowning Jasmine Crockett. They got Jasmine Crockett running around here with the bundles flowing, yelling and sassing it up. That's not working. Yeah? And we made it clear that putting Joy Reid up and elevating her, that doesn't equate to empowering black people. That's really a strategic move to silence us. And we just weren't with it. Yeah? And also with Joy Reid, all they do is get up there and promote pro-immigrant propaganda. That pro-immigrant stuff, she's looking out for her people. Because, see, I see this thing, now she got fired. I see a couple of the Boulay classes. Oh, it's so sad what happened to Joy Reid. She's trying to do things for her people. She was trying to speak up for her people. No, her people are immigrants. Joy Reid's people are immigrants. Joy Reid wasn't speaking up for us. She was making sure she prioritized the interest of black immigrants and other immigrants over us. Minimizing our struggle, she minimized everything we were talking about. Remember, we're Russian bots. We want some tangibles. She mocked that. We say, okay, hey, we need some tangibles. Oh, this is a disinformation campaign. These are Russian damn bots. Oh no, that's not going to roll out here in these streets no more. That's not going to roll in these streets. So yeah, her thing was majorly promoting immigration, LGBT, all this other stuff. And that just became ineffective. It's just not working. Yeah? And look, here's another thing too. You got to be very clear about what we got going on. The grassroots, the foundational Black American grassroots, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on one second. Hold on. All right. The FBA grassroots, ladies and gentlemen. Family, we created alternative media spaces. All right? We have created alternative media spaces. So now people don't have to go to MSNBC to get their news because people realize that it's propaganda. You can come over here and listen to us and we're going to give you the real deal. Yeah? Fewer people started to rely on that mainstream political pundit analysis BS that they were doing. It was disingenuous. Yeah? So a lot of people are coming over here to us, those of us on the grassroots, to get their information. You see? A lot of people are doing that. Hold on one second. We got to plug up something. So people simply don't want to hear propaganda knowing that it's propaganda. They don't want to listen to the Reid out. You know you're getting talking points from some white Democrat paymaster that's flooding it down the pipeline to their flunkies. Yeah, and truth be told, MSNBC, they could no longer really justify keeping a host that's failing to engage Black viewers or any viewers. Like I said, we move the needle. If we ain't rocking with something, other people ain't gonna rock with it. You see? And there's a lot of social media pressure. You know, they watch social media now. They see what's going on social media. So a lot of foundational Black American activists, they were just calling Joy Reid out nonstop in her anti-FBA rhetoric for a long time. And she didn't really have a white audience like that. Again, the white audience was doing what they thought were following our lead. The right-wing whites couldn't stand her. They couldn't stand her. So the liberal whites, they only rock with her because they thought she was the thing within Black society. Now that we have shown that she has no legitimacy within Black society, white people can't really use her because, see, they can't sit up here and say to us, see, it's very important that we legitimize certain people. They can't come to us and say, hey, well, you guys, your leaders in your community wanted immigration reform. Well, what are you talking about? Yeah, Joy Reid said it. Joy Reid don't call no shots over here. So now you say you mention Joy Reid to us, you're like, you're going to get laughed out of the room. You see? See, we force the mainstream media to have to tell the truth. Do y'all know that? They watch what we do. I saw somebody sent me a clip of a TV show. It was some kind of medical show. And in this medical show, there was a Black man. He was an elderly Black man. And they wrote this into the script. He started talking about the Freedom House ambulance service in Pittsburgh, which was the first EMT service in the world. And he did a real quick history lesson on the Freedom House ambulance service on some mainstream television show. I forgot what the name of the show was. Somebody sent me the clip. I guarantee you those producers were watching us. Nobody knew about that until we said it. I've been talking about that on my live broadcast for a minute. So they had to be watching us. They're not going to say that unless we say it. See, if we say it, then they'll jump on it and say, okay, yeah. You did? But it was called The Pit on Cinemax. Okay. It was called The Pit on Cinemax. So some of y'all saw it. Yeah. So they're on this show talking about the first EMT service were black people. They got that from us. They wouldn't have said that if we didn't say it. See, they know the truth. They know the truth, but they hope that we don't know it. You see? They hope that we don't know it. And then when we let them know that we know it, they're like, oh, yeah, I knew it too. Yeah. But they're not going to say nothing until you say something. You see? The Pit on HBO Max. Okay. They watch us, man. One of those power shows, they had, was it Raising Canaan? It was a scene in there where I think Joey Badass's character was going in talking about them immigrants and going in. He sounded like us. So, and I know for a fact some of the writers, they follow me on social media. I know for a fact. The writers and executive producers follow me on social media. And some of the characters were talking about lineage and immigrants are different, and they were sounding just like us. So they listened to us. And plus my brother London Brown, who plays in the show, he's performed at our museum several times. Shout out to London. That's my guy, real good guy. Joey Badass, yeah. And London, he performs at the museum. He's performed a few times. He's a comic. He's a stand-up comic, by the way. So a lot of these networks and mainstream entities, they watch what's going on. They know what's happening. They watch what we're doing down here. So that's why it's important for us to put the information out. That's why it's important for us, because when we put it out, then other people, they fall in line. You see? We kind of have to keep setting the tone from a grassroots perspective. Yeah? But listen, the Democrats, what they're doing, I think they're going to try to shift strategies now. The Democrats, they got to shift strategies because they know that they're losing black votes. The Democrats are very aware that they're losing black voters and black support, especially with foundational black Americans on the grassroots. And what they're trying to do now, getting rid of Joy Reid, I think they're trying to reset their media strategy. They're trying to find a new way to regain black voters' trust. There's going to be a new shift in the approach. They're going to try to look for new voices who can control the FBA vote. So this is going to be very interesting. So what they're doing, they're trotting Jasmine Crockett out here. And Jasmine is doing the sassy sister girl routine. They're like, these Negroes love sass. So let's just let's get Jasmine Crockett, make sure she has big ass eyelashes. Make sure she has a lot of bundles and she's flipping the bundles around and really sister girling it up. So they're going to try the sexy red approach. You know? That's the new approach they're going to try to do. So expect to see some more political sexy reds out here. Yeah? We're about to see a lot of that. And that's not going to work either because we're becoming more politically sophisticated. So them running around here yelling a bunch of sassy stuff and cursing, and that's not going to appeal to the black vote because we're going to want tangibles. We're going to have to get some tangibles. Yeah? And speaking of ratchet, one thing on a side note, down in the South, is this a Southern thing? I forgot, like in the South, how the radio stations work. I'm in Birmingham. They got like, I think 3 main urban radio stations. They play good music, but every day, all day, is ratchet songs. Everything was coochie popping, wet coochie, licking ass. Just everything was raunchy and ratchet. Booty popping, coochie popping, just nonstop, especially on Saturday night. Saturday night, it's nonstop coochie popping. You're playing Glorilla, Sexy Red. Every song is how fat your coochie is, how much pipe you can ride. Just all the songs go there. Oh, Saturday night, they were really going to town with it. And then Sunday morning, they playing the damn Clark Sisters and Yolanda Adams all damn day. On all of them stations. On all the stations, they're playing John P. Key and Shirley Caesar all day. I'm like, really? Oh, that was funny. Yes, 95.72. They playing gospel all damn morning. On my way to the airport this morning, they playing Jesus is a bomb in Gilead. There is a bomb in Gilead. I'm like, y'all were just coochie popping on this station all night. Everything was popping coochie. Now Jesus is a bomb in Gilead? All right. At least out here, it's just ratchet. They stick to ratchet. It's ratchet on Sunday, Saturday, everything. Man. Dude. The songs were so incredibly ratchet. There was some new songs I didn't hear. Just incredibly ratchet. And damn, they're going to play Mary, Mary all damn morning. All right. I've been away too long. Yeah, I think it was. But no, it has been like that. But the records weren't as raunchy back then. Okay? That's the thing. See, so that's why the dichotomy, it wasn't too far off. When I was down there like 40-something years ago, you didn't have ratchet records like that. You didn't have all those ratchet records. So you just have regular R&B records for the most part, and then Houdini and shit like that. And Houdini wasn't really ratchet. One love, you only get to have just one love. It was shit like that. So if they played the New Jersey Mass Choir on Sunday, it wasn't that big of a leap. You understand? It wasn't that big of a leap back then. Now the records are so damn raunchy, and it's crazy. Everything is coochie, 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 coochie. And then Sunday morning, yeah, I'm walking to see Jesus. Yeah, I'm walking. All right, okay. I'm like, is this the right station? Hey, somebody said I'm the old nigga. Now, I am. It was very, very ratchet. Man. It is very, very ratchet right now. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying about Joy Reid and why we got Joy Reid up out of here. Listen, there's economic pressure from a lot of the FBA consumers. See, when we become more aware of a lot of their anti-FBA narratives, we start disengaging from the brands that's associated with that network. You see? See, I'm telling you the fallout. We ain't watching those shows, and then we ain't patronizing the brands associated with those shows. Yeah? So we keep letting people know repeatedly, if you are anti-FBA, you start speaking out against FBA, notice we're getting folks up out the paint. Folks are getting put up out the paint very, very quickly for being anti-FBA, ladies and gentlemen. And we refuse to be silenced, ladies and gentlemen. The delineation movement is real. People can lie to themselves all day, but listen, we made it clear. We ain't allowing nobody, black, white, otherwise tether, whoever, to speak for us without real accountability. And Joy Reid thought she would not only dismiss our lineage, but insult our lineage. She thought she was going to insult our lineage and everything was going to be easy breezy, and it wasn't. You understand? So we rejected her all out, just outright. Yeah. So that was inevitable because she lost her core audience. We're just not watching her. And the older audiences, they're dying off. So there's a new generation who's not going that route. We're not really rocking with her like that. So you better believe Joy Reid getting put out the paint. The FBA streets had something to do with that all day. You better believe that. Yeah. And listen, all of that whole gatekeeping nonsense where people are going to put on these shows and these events where they try to tell us what it's going to be instead of listening to us, and we're telling you what we need, and you're going to try to be the big plantation master and smack us around. Those days are over. Those days are over. We don't want the Boule class really representing us, and we don't want Tethers representing us. Did y'all see the NAACP Image Awards? They had an Image Award show the other day. And the NAACP, basically, here's the problem with them. And I give credit where credit is due. They gave a Lifetime Achievement Award to the Wayans family, and that's deserved. That's, the Wayans family, they really need to get the props they need to give. But the problem with the NAACP, they are supposed to be nonpartisan, but basically they are a satellite of the Democratic Party, and that's problematic. That is problematic. The NAACP, they gave Kamala Harris what kind of award did they give her? Some bullshit ass award. What kind of award did they give her? They brought her out they're trying to really bring her back. They gave her some kind of award. Listen. The NAACP, they were supposed to be an organization that fights for the civil rights and well-being of Black Americans. But, we see now they put the cape on for everybody. And the problem that we have with them is that this whole Democratic shield satellite nonsense that they're doing, because all they do is act as satellites for the Democrats. And that's a problem. And that's a problem because that undermines true advocacy for foundational Black Americans. You see? When they align themselves too closely with the Democrats, the NAACP, they are neglecting the legitimate grievances of us. And it just doesn't fit the party's agenda. We want to discuss mass incarceration, economic disparities, failure of the Democrat-led cities, lack of tangibles. And they go out of their way to ignore that because they're acting as satellites for the Democrats. And that creates a conflict of interest as a nonpartisan organization. They should be free to challenge and push any political party's entity to promote an agenda for us. And they're supposed to promote these organizations or push them to do right by the constituents. And when the NAACP, when they're acting like a Democrat Party affiliate, they lose the ability to hold the Democrat leadership accountable for policies that harm us. You understand? They're not holding them accountable. They are the damn Democrats at this point. So yeah, don't sit out here and act like you're nonpartisan when you are basically a satellite for the damn Democrats. That's a conflict of interest. And that disenfranchises the Black masses, family. That disenfranchises because now what you're doing, you're promoting only one political option. You're promoting one political damn option. So instead of educating us, Black Americans, on a variety of political perspectives and allowing us to make informed decisions about what we should vote for, the NAACP has this blind loyalty to the Democrat Party, and their job is to pressure us into voting for one party, often without receiving anything in return. That's a con job. That ain't good business. You ain't keeping it 100. Yeah? Also, what the NAACP does when they're acting as a satellite for the Democrats, you're alienating independent and conservative Black Americans. I'm an independent. People try to say, well, y'all grassroots, y'all conservative. No, I'm independent. Now, there's some foundational Black Americans who are conservative. There's foundational Black Americans who are Democrats. There are those of us who are independent. I'm a policy-driven person. Whoever has a good policy for us, I'm rocking with them. And the NAACP, by browbeating us into going for one party, the Democrats, you're alienating a lot of the independent and conservative voices. Not all of us, all of us just don't align with the Democrats. We're skeptical of many parties. So by them acting and operating as a de facto Democrat organization, the NAACP, they really ignore a lot of these independent voices, and that truly fails to represent the diversity and political clout and thought patterns of the Black community. I don't like getting treated like just one big Negro. Yeah? I don't want to get treated like one big Negro. No. Some of us think different. Everybody ain't trying to run up here and vote for some damn catfish nuggets. Shout out to everybody in here. Give me a retweet again. We almost got 5,000 people in the building. Everybody give me a retweet. We in here. We talking heavy tonight. And also with the Democrats and the NAACP, what they will do, they'll promote systematic or symbolic victories. They'll do this thing where they'll promote a lot of symbolic victories, award speeches, endorsements of black politicians instead of pushing for some substantive policies that will bring some real economic or social change to us, man. And that creates a false impression of progress. And it's not progress, man. It's propaganda. We got to understand the difference between progress and propaganda. And what happens is our issues stay stagnant and then worsen because we're not being addressed. So we're getting wiped out, and they're sitting up here pretending that we got all of this progress when we don't. I'm not here to play the pretend. I'm not here to play the pretend game. There's black folks out here suffering. Foundational black Americans are suffering because we don't get the tangibles we need. And I'm not trying to have them sit out here and do horse and pony shows pretending that we have progress when we don't. And trying to make us dependent on one single party, that ain't it. If the black vote is seen as a guaranteed Democrat asset, then there's no incentive for the Democrats to work for it. See, we're going to make them work for it now. We're making them work for it. You see, and by the NAACP acting as an extension of the Democrat Party, that contributes to a dynamic where the black community is basically taken for granted, then prioritized. So this whole thing is that we're supposed to vote for the damn Democrats. You see? And that's not the case. We ain't supposed to do shit unless you give us something. And like I said earlier, man, that they shield the Democrats from accountability. If the NAACP is acting as a satellite for the Democrats and politicians who's in cities with big black populations, they fail to improve the situation. They fail to improve the safety, education, economic opportunities, the housing, the housing conditions, everything. So instead of holding these politicians accountable, the NAACP, they often defend them, make excuses and redirect blame to other things. So they allow the benign neglect to go on. Just like with them rolling around Kamala Harris. There's no reason for them to roll around Kamala damn Harris. Did Jasmine Crockett say, yeah, we're not in the business of giving out money? Yeah, these folks have lost their damn minds. They've lost their damn minds. And what the NAACP and the Democrats do, they ignore issues that don't fit the Democrat narrative. See, when foundational black Americans, when we start demanding policies like reparations, tangibles, the NAACP and people like that, they downplay this if it doesn't align with the Democrat Party's platform. So it's selective advocacy. So that leaves a lot of black Americans without a true voice in the political arena. You see, we're not going for that nonsense. We ain't going for that. We're not going for that. And also when they do that, man, that allows for political exploitation. See, we're getting exploited politically. And they exploit black struggle. See, many Democrat politicians, they use black suffering as a campaign talking point, but they fail to enact policies that address the issues. And instead of the NAACP calling this out, they participate in the cycle. So they'll amplify the party message without demanding real tangible results. So they'll talk about, they'll say, oh, this black person got harmed. Oh, Sandra Bland got harmed. So we need women's rights. So let's do some stuff for the feminist groups. And let's give some more money to white feminist organizations. Huh? Oh, because women need rights. What? So they start flipping that stuff. You see? Also, when the Democrats and the NAACP acting as an auxiliary for the Democrats, that weakens a lot of our black political leverage. Because see, a truly independent NAACP, they could force both parties to compete for the black vote. and that will lead to better policies, better investments. But them acting as a Democrat extension, that organization surrenders black political leverage. So that ensures that black concerns remain secondary to the party's broader goals. So a nonpartisan civil rights organization should prioritize the needs of black Americans over some damn political loyalty. And the NAACP's deep alignment with the Democratic Party, that made it less of an independent advocate, and it's basically a political tool. You understand? Just like Roland's fat ass. Like Roland gets out here yelling and screaming, acting like he's not a damn Democrat shill, and we saw that his big fat ass gets paid. You dig? He gets paid. So people like that, don't come out here yelling and screaming, and you're yelling and screaming in bad faith. And we got to understand the difference between different groups that are really grassroots and groups who are extensions of the Democrat Party. Right now in California, we got something going on with the reparations thing. There's some people that has accused Strappy and those guys with working with the Democrats to get some janky wording on a reparations study that the Democrats have introduced. It's another jive-ass study that Strappy and those guys have worked with them on. Now, there's some other independent grassroots folks out here, and I've been kind of corresponding with some people too. They got a Republican guy, and I had the guy, the Republican guy that I interviewed on my show one time, to reintroduce a reparations bill that's going to have more teeth in it and use the correct words for, it's like an American Freedmen's Bureau that they're trying to establish so that we can get real tangibles, and we have a right-wing dude pushing that. You understand? So that's where we are with it. We're not married to any political party. If there's a right-winger who's going to get the language right and make sure that the bill has some kind of teeth, we'll rock with that. If the Democrats are pushing an agenda where they're talking about, yeah, we're going to do a big old study for reparations, and what they do is get some money allocated to some of these little old organizations to sit around studying shit indefinitely, that ain't what it is. Yeah, ADOS is compromised. They've been compromised. That's why it's a dead brand. And ADOS is not FBA. It's not the same thing. ADOS is a self-proclaimed organization. FBA, that's a lineage. There is no organization called FBA. There's no leaders of FBA. There's no governing body of FBA. We're just lineage. It's the descendants of freedmen. You understand? Without no political agenda. It's a lineage, so people can have whatever political mindset they want to have. You see? But yeah, the Democrats is bad news. And what the Democrats, they keep trying to bank on, well, we're just going to keep pointing the finger at Trump. All we're going to do is point the finger at Trump and the Republicans, and they're the bad guys. And that ain't the case. The Democrats do much worse to us, and we've let the Democrats get away for too long playing this blame game. We're going to put all the racism over there. They love playing that game. They love putting racism on right-wing white people. Also, they love putting all the racism in the South. The Democrats love doing that. And that's been a trick they've been doing since the 1800s. The white abolitionists, their whole thing was, oh, those evil Southerners. All those evil Southerners are enslaving those poor people. All those Southerners are the worst. All those Dixiecrats, all those evil, evil Southerners. We need to get rid of slavery. We need to free those poor downtrodden people. So everybody send us some money. Send us white liberals some money so we can help these poor downtrodden slaves. And the white Southerners were like, wait a minute. You sold me this slave. The hell are you talking about? Slavery started in the North. That was the New England thing. They started slavery in the North. For real, for real. So the Southerners was like, how dare you? That was part of the Civil War. You see? Man. But listen, they've always done that. And remember, the North sitting up here, the North was up here talking about all these poor slaves, oh my God, these poor slaves. You got to send us some money to help the slaves. Now, after slavery, when they issued the proclamation for the 40 acres and a mule, and I talked about this the other day, the main people opposing that were white Northerners. White Northerners shot down 40 acres and a mule. It wasn't the South who shot it down. The white Northerners shot that down. I want y'all to be very, very clear. You see? White Northerners shot that down. They've always played that little game. And also remember, yeah, they had Jim Crow segregation in the South where black people had to go in one door, black people had to drink from that water fountain, and whites from there. But remember, in the North, there are whole towns that black people couldn't even go into. See, the North, the Northern liberals, they've been running a con game for the longest. I'm telling you, go get the book Sundown Town. I would promote that book all the time. Sundown Town talks about all of these towns where black people weren't even supposed to be in after 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock, black people supposed to be the hell up out of there. That was in the North. These were northern cities who had all them sundown towns. Especially, they said most of the sundown towns are in Illinois. You understand? You have one place called Anna, Illinois, and Anna stood for ain't no N-words allowed. And they would ring a bell at 6 o'clock to make sure all the black people got the hell up out of there. That's where we get this thing where you got to be home before the street light. That was black people all around the country, not just in the South, but this thing where black kids, hey, you can play, but when the street light come on home, because we black folks weren't supposed to be outside at these places after 6 o'clock. Get the book Sundown Town. They pointed out most of those places in the North, yes, the South, you just had to be on the other side of the track or whatever, but in the Northern, you weren't supposed to be out at all. And some of these places didn't allow you to be in there, period. You understand? Remember when Dr. King went up to, I think Cicero, Illinois? Dr. King went up there and saw how them vicious-ass white supremacists were. He was like, man, these people are worse than the white people in Mississippi. They were going in on Dr. King, throwing bricks at him and everything. Dr. King was like, these people are the worst. They're worse than the South. So a lot of that footage you see of people attacking Dr. King, that was up in Illinois. Yeah? That's why later on, Dr. King and those guys, they started to get like gang members to kind of look out, disciples and vice lords. You understand? They had to kind of get them on board to look out for them. Yeah, did y'all know that? Man, yeah, DC had sundown towns too. They had them out here too in California. Yeah? Was it Cicero or Cicero? That's what I said. Yeah, Cicero. That's what I said, Cicero. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the whole state of Oregon was a sundown town. Yes, it was. Yes, Oregon was a sundown town. Yeah, black folks couldn't move to Oregon at all. They were like, oh, no, you ain't supposed to be here, period. You know, and what's interesting about Oregon, some of the Native Americans up there, they got some Native Americans up there who look black. And I posted a picture of that. Let me find that picture. I posted a picture of an Oregon tribe. This was an Oregon Native American tribe. And then they were trying to justify why they look so damn black. Hold on. Let me show y'all this picture real quick. Speaking of Oregon, let me show y'all this. This is a picture from 1902 in Oregon. I forgot the name of the tribe. That's actually a man. He looks kind of like a woman, and that looks like a skirt, but that's a dude. His name is Indian Jack or something like that, and his sons. But that's a dude. This is actually a man and his son. Now look at the older boy. Look at this kid. Now this kid walking around today, it's like a little black kid. This is a full-blooded Native American. This is a Native American kid. And some of the white supremacists, when I posted this picture, they were trying to explain, well, you know, a lot of people were mixing with former slaves. They were mixing with former slaves. No, they wasn't no former slaves up there. No. There were no former slaves in Oregon. If you were a Negro, you couldn't even you couldn't even live in Oregon if you were a Negro. So no, you couldn't go to Oregon. You couldn't live in Oregon, and slavery wasn't up there. Yeah. So yeah, those were just black indigenous people. Like a lot of Californians, they had these black indigenous people all up and down the West Coast. That's just what it is. Yeah. That's just what it is. Hold on. You say, wait, who don't look black? Hold on. Because they got a different look, but hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me show this picture again. Hold on. You trying to say this kid here don't? Hold on. The dad is dark. He can go for a dark Hispanic, but this kid here in the middle, you gonna tell me that kid don't look like a black kid walking around now? Come on now. No. If this kid in the middle was walking around here without those clothes, with just regular clothes on, that would just be a regular black kid, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. All right, let's stop playing. You're not going to tell us our eyes aren't seeing what we're seeing. If that kid was walking around today, they'd be like, who is this black kid up in here? And that's what a lot of Aboriginal people look like. Let's stop playing. All right, let's stop playing. Both kids. But I'm definitely the one in the middle. Definitely the one in the middle. Huh? Come on now. We ain't going to be in denial now. Let's not be in denial. Shout out to everybody in here. We're in here deep. But yeah, we're not going to let them run that Democrat, Republican. Oh, the Republicans are the bad guys. Oh, those evil, racist Southerners. They like playing that game. Don't forget, man. Bull Connor, the guy who was spraying those black kids with water hoses down there in Alabama, down in Birmingham, Bull Connor was a lifelong Democrat. Bull Connor was a Democratic politician, hardcore Democrat. Don't ever get it twisted. Bull Connor, the main one out there terrorizing black people in Alabama, was a Democrat. All right? Always remember that. Yeah? Let's not play no games here. Shout out to everybody in here. We're in here deep. But yeah, we're not playing this game where they're going to roll out their Democrat flunkies and start having them yell and scream and try to denigrate us. Like Roland Martin. Let me play Roland. Roland, he's up here basically admitting that he's a tether, but then tethers always try to drag other people in and call them tethers too. No. Shout out to my brother Black Alpha Network for putting this video up. Let me play this video. This is my good brother Black Alpha. Put this video of Roland talking about tethers. Hold on.
Love when these Simple Simon Negroes, you ain't nothing but a tether, which is crazy because I love how y'all think that's an insult. But if you gonna call me a tether, which is a lie, then you're calling Stokely Carmichael a tether.
No, we're not. Stokely Carmichael was cool. You ain't.
Then you're calling Shirley Chisholm a tether.
Yes, she is, though. Okay, yes, Shirley Chisholm is a tether. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we are calling her a tether. Shirley Chisholm is a tether. She didn't do shit for us. Shirley Chisholm was the one bringing some of that LGBT stuff to us. Yeah, she didn't really do anything to benefit us. Shirley Chisholm didn't do shit to benefit us. She was bringing that feminism to the black community. Yeah, Shirley Chisholm is a tether. Yeah, she was bringing a whole bunch of feminism and a whole bunch of nonsense to the black community. So yeah, we're calling her Stokely Carmichael was cool. Shirley Chisholm was a tether. So yeah. All right, let's get it straight. Stokely Carmichael was a rider. Shirley Chisholm was the tether, just like you, Roland. See? So we're not picking and choosing. We're looking at everybody's actions. You understand? Okay, let me play some wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where we at? Hold on. Oh, let me go back.
But a tether, which is crazy because I love how y'all think that's an insult. But if you're going to call me a tether, which is a lie, then you're calling Stokely Carmichael a tether. Then you're calling Shirley Chisholm a tether. Then you're calling Sidney Poitier a tether. Then you're calling Harry Belafonte a tether. You're calling Marcus Garvey a tether. See, I love all you anti-immigration Negroes who then act like y'all black nationalists with a conscience, but then y'all skipping over all these black folk who have contributed to the African-American experience who were not born here or whose parents are not from here. Then let me help y'all out. While y'all at it, y'all can praise Westmore. I guess y'all gonna call him a tether too. Look at his roots. See, this is the stupidity that we're seeing take place across our community. These people don't believe in organizing. These people don't believe in mobilizing. All they believe in is tearing down somebody who is doing something. And I just want y'all to understand, mama and daddy, grandmother and papa and mother fortified Roland Sebastian Martin. I don't give a damn what y'all think. We know what we're doing. We know who we're impacting. We know who we're educating. And what we are facing right now is an existential threat to the future of Black America. And some of y'all think this is a game. It's not. Reese, the time that we spend here, this ain't just, hey, let's just, what the hell, pass 2 hours. No, it is literally trying to warn people what is coming down the pipe. We try to warn these folk, don't play around in 2016 and let this man appoint some right-wing, crazy, deranged Supreme Court justices. But no, a whole bunch of folks said, man, I saw you dancing with Hillary. You sitting there chilling with the Democrats. And guess what? This man has locked the Supreme Court down.
Okay, all those Democrat talking points, tether babble, all right? A bunch of tether babble. Some of the people were cool. Some of the people were shills. Some of the people were tethers. But listen, yeah, Shirley Chisholm, she didn't really do anything that was impactful to benefit us. Shirley Chisholm brought in the bullshit. She's bringing in that feminist LGBT stuff to the community. You understand? A bunch of nothing burgers. Marcus Garvey became a thing because of us. And that's a new talking point. I noticed this, family. I'm noticing a lot of talking points coming from the tethers like Roland. They're starting to bring up all of these Caribbeans and other people who we're supposed to give praise to, who they keep saying influenced us. There's another video. Let me play this other video of this one woman talking about all of these Caribbeans that we got to give props to. Hold on one second. And they be reaching their asses off. They be straight reaching. Hold on. Now listen to this. Hold on.
Say that Black American history is for Black Americans only, but you'd be wrong, because you can't have Black American history without Caribbean people. And I find it really strange that some Black Americans do not know how heavily involved Caribbean people are in their history. So let's have a teachable moment, shall we? First things first, let's start with easy ones. Easy. Malcolm X. You know him, that guy, that fella? Yeah. His mum was born in Grenada. Where is Grenada? The Caribbean.
Okay.
Let's do another one. Shirley. Baby girl Shirley Chisholm. The first Black woman elected.
Malcolm X's dad was FBA. And there was nothing Caribbean about Malcolm X. Malcolm X's father was a foundational black American. Everything about Malcolm was foundational black American. His mentor was a foundational black American, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. There was nothing Caribbean about Malcolm X's aesthetic, ideologies, policies, or game. Nothing. All right? Good freaking grief.
Easy ones, easy. Malcolm X, you know him, that guy, that fella? Yeah, his mum was born in Grenada. Where is Grenada? The Caribbean. Let's do another one. Shirley, baby girl Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman elected into US Congress, is from where? Where is she from? Where's she from? Barbados. She's from Barbados. She even calls herself an American Barbadian. She also has roots in Guyana, which is where? Where is Barbados? Where is Guyana? The Caribbean. Another easy one, Marcus Garvey, a man who I'm literally a descendant of. Who is he? Who was Marcus Garvey? Marcus Garvey was the first black man to have a political movement in the United States.
No, he wasn't. What? Is this woman on drugs? What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Marcus Garvey wasn't the first person to have a political movement in this country? Good Lord. Yeah, they love playing dumb. We had people in politics. We had foundational black American in politics for a long time in this country. The 14th Amendment was a political movement from foundational black Americans. William Nesbitt going to the 1800s, that was a political movement. We were fighting and dying to get our political game up. What is she talking about? They just be saying stuff. Yeah, we don't rock with no Shirley Chisholm like that. Shirley Chisholm was a nothing burger. We didn't rock with her like that. Oh, goodness. Let me play some more. Let me play some more. Hold on. Y'all rock with me. Hold on.
To benefit black people of the Americas. Look, what? Really? Yes. Where's he from? Jamaica. Oh my gosh. Marcus Garvey actually inspired Martin Luther King for the civil rights movement in America. And Martin Luther King said that himself. Crazy.
How did he? Martin Luther King was inspired by Booker T. Washington and others. Everybody's talking about they inspired Martin Luther King. Okay, hold on. We got to unpack some of this stuff because she's throwing a bunch of bullshit to the wall to see what sticks. Listen, how Marcus Garvey influenced Martin Luther King? Marcus Garvey didn't even influence the Caribbean. The Caribbean didn't even rock with Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey came over here and became a thing because of us. Marcus Garvey became a thing because of what we had going on over here already. We already had a movement where we were looking out for all black people. We already had that movement going on over here. So we made Marcus Garvey a thing. They didn't rock with Marcus Garvey in the Caribbean. Marcus Garvey couldn't even influence them in the Caribbean. That's why he left. When they sent him back to Jamaica, he left in disgust. He went to Britain. He's like, these Negroes are just done over there on that island. Yeah? Whew. Okay, let me play some more. Boy, they just get to babbling and running their mouths. Hold on.
Malcolm X was also inspired by Marcus Garvey. Actually, you know what? Without Marcus Garvey, would there be a Malcolm X? Would there be a Martin Luther King? So interesting.
Yeah. Without Booker T. Washington, would there be a Marcus Garvey? Without foundational black Americans, would there be a Marcus Garvey? No. Because Marcus Garvey damn sure didn't get shit going on in the Jamaican atmosphere or the Caribbean. He didn't get shit going on over there. Hold on.
So interesting. Let's talk about the Harlem Renaissance. Where did that originate from? It originated from immigrants, Jamaican immigrants in Harlem. Poets like Claude McKay establishing the movement. That's just Jamaican's influence. It's just small, The Harlem Renaissance, nothing big, just small. This one's crazy. This one will blow your mind. The man who literally popularized the term Black Power.
And the Harlem Renaissance, okay, if these Caribbeans inspired the Harlem Renaissance, then how come they didn't inspire a Renaissance in the damn Caribbean? If it was Caribbeans who inspired the Harlem Renaissance, how come they didn't do it in the Caribbean? Legitimate question. It's horse crap. Hold on.
Yeah, Black Power. Stockley Carmichael is from where? Trinidad. Where's Trinidad? The Caribbean. Black Power. Black Power, guys. Black Power. Colin Powell, first black US Secretary of State from Jamaica. Baby girl Kamala. Kamala. First black vice president, first female vice president of the United States is from where? I mean, she is like also Indian, but also Jamaica. And let's not even get started on hip hop. Let's not even do that.
Oh Lord, he's okay. And by the way, speaking of the Harlem Renaissance, it was like Langston Hughes, Zora Neale Hurston, W.B. Du Bois, Alan Locke. These were all FBAs who got the Harlem Renaissance popping. They call him Alan Locke was the father of the Harlem Renaissance. That was an FBA movement, by the way. Okay, what's she gonna say about hip hop? Okay.
Because I think we all know that hip hop, American hip hop, hip hop really originated in Africa, like really did.
Okay.
But like American hip hop, what is that? That came from Jamaican immigrants in the Bronx, so.
We got a whole movie debunking that, but go ahead.
There's another one for Jamaica, which is where? In the Caribbean! And don't get it twisted, it's not just the Caribbean that have had America's back. America has had Africa's back. Let's talk about apartheid in South Africa. If it wasn't for the boycotts going on in America, the apartheid wouldn't have ended.
Okay. This tether babble is enough of that. Okay. Lord. So yeah, this is tethering all day. All of these people got notoriety for coming over here with us. They had nothing going on in the Caribbean. Why did they not get anything going on in the damn Caribbean? Why is it that you got to come over here to get something popping? And some of the people she named didn't get shit popping over here. It was already shit popping with us. Yeah, Langston Hughes is from Missouri. I think Alan Locke is from, because he wrote The New Negro. Alan Locke was from Philadelphia, I think. Just all over the place, just saying shit. Yeah? Just saying stuff. Yeah, they do this thing where we just didn't do anything. We just sat around waiting on them to come over and bring us some shit. Yeah? Hip-hop came from Africa. If you don't stop, we ain't playing that hip-hop came from Africa game. Because there's no African Nas, there's no African Rakim, there's no African Scarface, there's no African Ice Cube at all. We're keeping it 100. We just got to keep this thing 100, ladies and gentlemen. Stop letting people play this tether game. Shout out to everybody in here. We almost got 6,000 people in the building. Shout out to everybody in here. And here's the thing. There's another video, speaking of these tethers, who's they don't know what lie to tell. There's another video of this dude, he's an immigrant. He talks about how when they come over here, they're taught to watch videos and all this stuff, and they're told to stay away from us. And we've heard this narrative for a long time, and it's true. Hold on. Let me play this clip. This clip is going around. So this guy's talking about how they're told to stay away from Black Americans. Hold on. Listen to this.
I just want you to know that from an African from Africa to an African American from America, I want to apologize to you direct that I'm sorry for how I treated you all these years that I lived here in your country. When you get shipped from Africa to America as an immigrant, America has these classes that your moms and shit have to take, you know?
Now this guy, I'm thinking he's making this video because I've seen a few of these videos where people are apologizing because now this immigration thing is real. Some of these African immigrants are getting rounded up too. Portia from Real Housewife, her husband then got rounded up. He's in the detention center. They're about to ship him back. So a lot of these people are getting rounded up now. So now they kind of copping, hey, brother. Hey, my brother. We're all the same. So now they're copping, so now they've softened their tone a little bit. Hey, my brothers, we're all in the, listen, let me come clean, nigga. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, now the tone is a little bit different. Hold on, let me play this though. This is very interesting. Check this out. Hold on.
Has these classes that your moms and shit have to take, you know what I'm saying? For us to get free government housing in America as an immigrant. You know what I'm saying? Like a foreign. And this is for all the people that come to America, all the people that be brought from other countries to America. They all have to go through this, all right? So this is what they do, man. This is what they do to every person that comes to the U.S. They have to watch a certain amount of hours of videos to learn about America, you know what I'm saying? To learn about America. And then they teach you about all the different races that live here. And one thing that they teach, one thing that they say in these videos is they tell these foreign people is to stay away from African Americans. You know what I'm saying? These videos, these classes that we have to take to get like free housing through the government program coming fresh out of Africa to America for about 2 years. You know what I'm saying? 2 years they give you free housing. But through those 20 hours or 30 hours of classes you have to take, you know what I'm saying, to learn about America, that's one thing they do say. They say to stay away from African Americans. This is America telling us is to stay away from you guys, African Americans. And they do that shit for other races too. We don't hate you because we want to hate you. No, we hate you because America taught us to hate you. You understand? You feel my drip? And they had translators, to translate, the video into the language. You know what I'm saying? Low key, this is brainwashing. You know what I'm saying? This is sad and it's brainwashing. If you understand me. So I just want you to know that they're brainwashing us to what? To nothing. We come to this.
Okay. Now let me say this. Now I've heard that before. I've heard that for years. That there's videos that they got to watch videos that tell them to stay away from us. I want to see this video. I would like to see this video. Can somebody? That's the mission. Somebody produce this video. I've heard this for years, yet I've never seen the video. Somebody would have a video of this. I would want to see this video because low key, it might be cap. This whole thing where a lot of African immigrants do this. They got this thing where it's the white man who made me hate you niggas. The white man made me do that. Yeah. I ain't never seen this video. This video should have popped up at one point, man. This video should have popped up. I've heard about this video for years, that they've been forced to watch a video that teaches them to hate us. I'm thinking that the hate and jealousy already existed with some of these folks before they got here. I'm thinking that already existed with them before they got here, because here's the thing. You have British cats from Africa who live in Britain who be talking the same anti-FBA nonsense. They didn't watch no damn video. You got a whole bunch of cats from Britain who sit up on YouTube and Instagram shitting on foundational black Americans all day. They didn't watch no video. You understand? They just do it out of the hatred of their damn heart. So yeah, I want to see this video. I keep hearing about this damn video. I want to see the video. Because even if there's a video and they told us, this is what African American, black Americans are this and that. Okay, why did you believe them? Because the same white supremacists, they told us y'all weren't shit over in Africa. They told us a whole bunch of stuff, and we challenged them. We said, no, we're going to go over there and we're going to find the greatness in Africa. They told us, well, those Africans, they got low IQs and they never invented the wheel and they never advanced into civilization. And we said, no, that ain't true. Get the hell out of my face. We rejected the narrative. You see? We rejected that narrative. So this whole thing where the white man made me do it, I had a Twitter space the other day, a woman from Ghana, and we were talking about Elmina Castle. And she was talking about, they forced us to go along with the Elmina Castle. They had guns on us. They had single-shot muskets, ma'am. All right? They didn't force you to do anything. Y'all had a deal with them. You had a deal with them. Yeah? You've been told that no such film exists. Man, somebody would have the film somewhere. So I want to see this film. And I've heard for years about this video that's shown to them, but it never pops up. It would have popped up by now, right? Yeah? And his mom watched it. I want to see this thing. And even if it does exist, why do you believe them? Because here's the thing. They sit up here and talk about, it was the video. The video told me to stay away from you niggas. The video told me that you are nothing but trouble. But when there's some money or some FBA scholarship, some Martin Luther King scholarship, damn, y'all show the hell up for that. Then all of a sudden, y'all show up. So, damn, what is it? You told to stay away or come around when there's some money and some benefits? I want to see this damn video. But I see where some of these folks come through and they start talking about we trying to get some of that scholarship money whenever there's a Juneteenth scholarship. All of a sudden, they show up then. If there's some Juneteenth money, they show up for that. They had something, I put up this post today. Boston College, they had the Martin Luther King Scholarship Awards, giving like $35,000. But look at the winner, okay? Look at the winner. Depina, they got a black Afro-Latina. Look at the runner-ups, all right? All the runner-ups, hold on. Tracy Agray Ansong, Babalola. Boy, when it's some money, though, when it's some money from an FBA icon, Lucan, Udoa Kang, so all of them show up for that. Well, they show up when it comes to some scholarship money. Hold on, the scholarship process, that's my thing. If you're going to stay away, stay all the way away. Don't show up when the money shows up. Stay away then. Martin Luther King Scholarship, Boston College Junior, finalist. The gift certificate, bookstore, you get $35,000, whoop-de-whoop. So yeah. Yeah, you're going to stay away until the money shows up. So which one is it, man? When we got money on the table from one of our foundation of Black American icons, then you show up. Oh, hey, I'm a nigga like he's a nigga too. And let me tell y'all something. This ain't merit-based. These aren't merit-based awards. What happens at these colleges and with these scholarship grants, and I'm telling you firsthand knowledge, the people who distribute these things or who gets to decide who's going to win are tethers themselves. So they sit up here and look out for other people who are fellow immigrants, dude. I'm telling you how they get down. A lot of these colleges now, they'll strategically put some non-FBA people in charge of the grants or the scholarships. And they deliberately look out for people who are fellow immigrants, dude. It ain't merit-based. When we try to get funding for the museum, we can never get funding. And they got grants for Black museums. And we're like, why didn't the hell, What other black museum is popping like us? What other black museums is getting this shit popping like we getting it popping? Then I start looking at the people at these agencies who are deciding on who gets the grants. It's all foreign last names. It's all foreigners. I'm telling y'all, man, they put these people in certain positions and then they sit up here and make sure other immigrants get resources we're supposed to get. Ain't no other museum popping like our shit was popping. None. But they make sure we don't get nothing. It ain't merit-based. They put certain people in those positions to look out for fellow immigrants. That's why when they have these reparations task force agencies, we don't really get anything. What happens, they put a whole bunch of tethers on there, and then they'll put up a commission for a study, and then they'll give their fellow tethers money to study our reparations. That's why we don't get nothing. And then they crash out everything. They sit up here and play games after they done drained all the damn money out of the study fund. They get a fund for studying. That's why when we were going to all of these reparations hearings, it was a bunch of tethers, and the tethers are arguing with people. You see? So yeah, us delineating, man, was a major thing, and we got to continue to do that. We shouldn't have people who are not of our lineage deciding on whether or not we should or will get any kind of financial compensation when they have diverted some of that money for their little groups to study our reparations. We've been getting a con game run on us, man. We've had a con game run on us majorly. And yeah, these HBCUs, they didn't strategically put, like Howard University is, from what I understand, is Tetherfest up there. Yeah. Howard, I heard it's Tetherfest up there. Yeah. Come on now. We got to be real about this stuff. So, man, some of these folks are up in these positions to undermine us. These same people who said that they were told to stay away from us, they were also told to undermine us too. That's why I'm glad Joy Reid is out of here. See, we're going back full circle. That's why Joy Reid gets her ass up out the paint. Joy Reid sat up on TV with nothing but contempt for foundational black Americans, but pro-immigration, just like the Congressional Black Caucus. Most of them come from immigrant backgrounds. They don't do anything for us, but they do everything for immigrant groups. This ain't merit-based. This is nepotism, and they strategically put these people in here to look out for their immigrant groups while using their melanin as a shield. Man, we should have been delineating a long time ago. Our good brother, Dr. Claude Anderson, tried to warn us, but better late than never. Better late than never, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? Man, anyway, man, let me get up out of here. I think we had a real deep conversation tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I think the conversation was deep. Shout out to everybody in here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we had a deep conversation. Y'all need to get this book. Speaking of children and your kids, get this book, Hidden Heroes from A to Z. Hidden Heroes from A to Z, ladies and gentlemen. Hidden Heroes from A to Z, phenomenal book. Speaking of museums, go to the Hidden History Museum. Everybody make a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. Everybody make a contribution. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Also get your Rootwork deodorant at rootworkstyle.com. The best deodorant in the world, ladies and gentlemen. rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let me get up out of here, guys. It's been real. Puppy Akute and Lula Vuve to